Hello, and thanks for joining us. Business Credit Builder. Today's webinar is Get Business Credit, Loans and Credit Lines for Real Estate Investing. 15 easy ways to get business credit, funding, and credit lines for real estate investing. Okay? Let's go ahead and just get started. I'm going to share my screen so you can see my PowerPoint, and we're going to just get started, okay? Here we go. Bear with me a moment, and we're going to get this thing going. All right. Let's see. All righty. Now, you should be able to see my screen. And now we're going to make it even better this way. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, 15 easy ways to get business credit, loans, and credit lines for real estate investing. Okay, my name is Noel A. Booker Sr. My website is businesscreditbuilder.us. Okay, now check out the buttons at the bottom of the screen. The first button is how you can get a free guide on how to build business credit. Just go to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. Okay. Now there's another button. The blue button is how you get a free business credit consultation. That's for when you want to talk to us about the services that we provide. And if you have any questions, and the other services that we provide are accounting, and we build websites and web hosting. You can talk to us about business credit and the products that we use to help you build your business credit and access funding. Also, the red button. If you think that you qualify for funding now, you would go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding. Okay? Now, my company is called businesscreditbuilder.us. And what we do at Business Credit Builder is we help entrepreneurs build their business credit and access funding. Okay? Because we're like a broker, right? We got hundreds of legitimate lenders with different types of programs that can help you get funding, okay? All right, so let's get started. Real estate as an investment is nothing new. Real estate investing has been around for thousands of years. It predates stock markets and other methods of trading and valuing wealth. Land used to be the best sign of anyone's wealth. Why? Because land is permanent. Okay? Y'all already know that. Fast forward to today, while renting out real estate investments remain a popular way to profit from land and building, the real money and real numbers are in flipping. Buying low, selling high in rapidly changing markets, and fixing up rehabs for profit is all the rage. According to the Real Wealth Network, 2016 was a banner year for flipping in the United States. 6.6% of all single-family condo and home sales were flips. Turning to business credit to get money to flip is a smart business choice. And you might be tempted to try a traditional lender or credit provider like a bank or credit union. Credit unions and commercial lenders like banks will most likely not loan to you unless your credit is impeccable and you have been in business for a long time. Why? Because real estate and other financial industries are considered high risk. Okay? The Small Business Administration does not actually loan money. Instead, they set up loan guidelines. They can't help you because the SBA guarantees these loans. Rates are more favorable and terms are more flexible. The SBA says real estate investing is too risky for them. Delays can be costly. If you had to wait around for your bank and credit union to feel comfortable enough to give you a loan or extend credit, you'd be waiting a long time and missing out on opportunities. Fortunately, you've got other options. Trying other options. Banks and credit unions got you down. They are not the only lenders out there. According to the Department of Revenue, 98% of all 2015 business loans and credit lines came from sources other than traditional banks and credit unions. We show you how we can help. The fundability system. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high-tech software helps you build your business credit to access high-limit store credit, business loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders through a multitude of different funding programs. Okay, well, let's run it down. 15 ways you can get credit loans and credit lines for real estate investing. Let's do the countdown, starting at 15. The credit line hybrid program, okay? You can access $150,000 in unsecured credit with zero interest rates that you can secure even as a startup, and you can get this in 3 weeks. Unsecured credit is offered without the need of collateral or a show of assets for approval. Instead, the loan credit is based on the lender's promise to pay, okay? Now you need a 680 or better credit score or a guarantor that does. So it don't have to be you. It could be grandpa. It could be somebody that has faith in you and your ideas, okay? This program is perfect for high-risk industries, such as real estate investing, okay? It's perfect for startups too. The credit line hybrid program. You can get credit lines to take cash out. These accounts report to the business credit agencies, thereby helping you build your business credit as well at the same time. Even as a startup can get approved. So this is good for startups, okay? You don't need collateral or a show of cash flow. You need just a 680 FICO score or a guarantor that does. Funding is about 3 weeks, okay? About 3 weeks. And it's not a loan, okay? Okay, that's the credit line hybrid program that we just talked about, right? And you can learn more about the credit line hybrid program by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/getfunding. And you'll see a video and there'll be more details about how to qualify for this program, all right? But I told you the basic stuff, right? Okay, the credit line hybrid program, that's a good one right there if you got good personal credit, okay? 3 weeks, okay? Number 14, business revenue lending and cash advances. This is not a loan. Business revenue lending is an advance based on the future sales and revenue of a business. We can get you funded in 72 hours for this, okay? And this business revenue lending, this is good for companies that, let's say, a car dealership. You have your inventory of cars, and as you sell your cars, then you pay down on your advance. Okay? All right, that's number 14. Let's go to number 13, cash flow financing. Cash flow financing is one of the most popular types of financing today. It's fast and easy. All that is needed is a 3-month statement review, okay? Depending on how much cash your business deposits each month. Okay, my one of my cash flow lending partners is David Allen Capital, right? And you can do this from your phone and get funding really quick. So all you need is at least $3,000 in monthly revenue for your business. Okay, that's low, right? Now, if you you just go to the website, right, on your phone, boom, boom, bam, and then you put in some quick little questions. It's going to ask you, how much does your business make each month? Now, if you put in less than 3,000, then it's going to kick back an email to you and say that you're not qualified at this time, okay? Because that's lower than 3,000 per month. But depending on how much you do put in, it's going to send you to the right lending program, okay? Either Giggle Finance, Biddy Advance, or Bank Breezy, depending on how much you make per month. And then it's like a 2-step process. You do this real quick thing on your telephone, then they're going to send you an email, depending on how much you make per month. They're going to send you an email so that you can connect your bank account. They're not going to consider your loan until you connect your bank account. Okay? That's what you need to know about this, right? So check that out. Just go to businesscreditbuilder.us and then you go to business loans, right? Business loans, right? Okay. Number 12, merchant cash advances. Similar to cash flow financing, but only credit card deposits are counted. Qualifications tend to be easier. You only need 5,000 in deposits to qualify and 6 months in business, right? So this is good for businesses that accept credit cards as payment for their services, right? And you only need 5,000 per month in deposits, okay? Okay, let's go to number 11. Securities-based securities-based line of credit, okay? So if you got stocks and bonds, you can use them as collateral to get business credit. Rates are usually less than 5%. No cash flow or consumer credit score is required, okay? You don't need bank statements or tax returns for approval. You will still earn interest on the stocks and bonds that you have. You can use any stocks you currently own as leverage to get business financing, okay? You can borrow up to 90% of the value of your stocks. You will continue to earn interest on any stocks pledged as collateral. Funding takes about 3 weeks for this, okay? Let's go to number 10. It's 401k financing. Use your existing 401k or IRA as collateral for business financing. The IRS, this is an IRS proven strategies with no tax penalties. You still earn interest and pay low rates, as low as 5%, okay? This funds in less than 3 weeks. You can get up to 100% of what you can roll over into your 401k. So you know what a 401k is. That's when you're working at your job and they take money out of your check that you just worked for, and then they give this money to different companies, right? The 401k. And these companies, they take your money and go make money. So in this idea, you can take your own money get a business loan and start your business and make money. Okay? All right. This idea is that you are investing your own 401k in your own business. Okay? Accounts receivable is number 9. All right, we're coming down the numbers. Number 9. Accounts receivable financing is also called factoring. Is ideal for any business which receive orders and is not paid for weeks or months later. With accounts receivable financing, you can get up to 80% of your receivables advanced to you within 24 hours. Okay? Now, this is good for companies that can group and batch their invoices. Okay? Yes, indeed. I see y'all coming in the room there. Yep. Okay. So we're at number 9, right? Let's see more about number 9, which is accounts receivable. You can use your outstanding accounts receivable for financing. Get as much as 80% of your receivable balances to you in less than 24 hours. The remainder of the accounts receivable will be released once the invoice is paid in full. That's how that works, okay? Closing takes less than 2 weeks, and the factor rates are as low as 1.33%. Your receivables should be with a government agency or credible business, okay? That makes it work. Okay, the 20% balance will be forwarded to you once the invoice is paid in full. There are no consumer credit requirements, and there are no cash flow requirements for approval. Rates are very low as 1.25%. You should be in business for 1 year for this program, okay? Number 8, this is a good one right here. Number 8, the house flipper financing. Get 100% you may need to purchase and rehabilitate residential properties. You can usually get a 6-month term and an extension when needed. The rates are about 8% or higher, okay? For this house flipper financing, you will need a 660 FICO score for approval. Lenders will want to have flipping experience. So you have to show them that you have experience at flipping homes. You will need cash flow on hand to put in an escrow account. That's standard real estate practices right there, right? Okay, y'all know that. The property is used as the collateral, okay? Funds in a reseller program are available for residential purchase and renovation projects. Most traditional banks and credit unions will not approve this type of loan, okay? Authorized funds are held in escrow and released in drawers as the contractors complete renovations. Okay, here goes my one sheet for one of my lending partners, ROK Financial. Now take a look at how they handle it. They do it for construction and real estate projects. The unique benefits are the rates start at 8.99%. You have 80 to 100% purchase funding, 100% rehab funding. Qualifications are 640 FICO score for them. And the paperwork needed is an application of 5 months recent bank statements. That's for one of my partners called ROK Financing. So what you do is you schedule a consult with me by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. And we talk about which program is going to be best for you, okay? Because there are many different programs out there, okay? Now, You can also build business credit, okay? Okay, building business credit. You don't have good enough FICO score to qualify for some of these programs? Then it's time to build business credit. According to Dun & Bradstreet, suppliers reporting their positive experience to the credit reporting bureaus are creating what is called trade lines, okay? And that's the deal about business credit, is having trade lines that you're paying on time and having a series of trade lines to show a lender that you do pay your bills on time. Trade lines can give potential lenders a clearer perspective of your ability to pay back. This is information beyond the numbers. It can make it clear if you engage in risky practices. Okay? Number 7 is vendor credit. One easy method of to get started building credit is what's called vendor or trade credit. You'll get your coffee from the same supplier. If you get coffee from the same supplier, why not ask for trade credit on future purchases? Not every vendor reports trade credit to the trade bureaus, okay? So you have to find out which vendors do report your payments to them, to the business credit reporting agencies. Vendor credit is often very easy to get. It establishes a relationship with your company and the vendor. Get your first 5 credit accounts through vendor credit and get the ball rolling, okay? And you do need 5 of these. I also call these net 30 vendors, because usually they'll give you a little bit of credit, but then they will require you to pay if you buy something on credit, they require you to pay it in full in 30 days, okay? Number 6, store credit. When you are building personal credit, some of the first places to send your credit offers were probably businesses. The same can work for your business credit. Do you have credit with home improvement stores like Lowe's or Home Depot? You can use it for fix and flips, okay? You have to use strategy to build business credit, okay? You gotta use strategy. That's why I tell my clients, make sure you contact me and we're gonna strategize which vendors are best for you. Every situation is different. Think about the things you already purchased for your household and your business. Consolidate purchases and buy from vendors that report to the business credit reporting agencies. Number 5 is fleet credit. Fleet credit allows your business to maintain a fleet of vehicles. These are usually fuel cards that allow purchases for fuel, repairs, maintenance, and supplies, okay? Fleet credit, okay? Trade accounts. Keep going with trade accounts you normally do business with already. Is office supplies. You got to get some office supplies, cleaning services, auto repair services, etc. Number 4, qualifying credit. Qualifying for cash credit, okay? Now, to get these credit cards, right, that you can pull cash off of, you need at least 10 trade lines, right? And when you apply for these and you get approved, they will match your highest credit line. Don't use your social. No credit check is required, and no personal guarantor is needed. Number 3, business credit cards. Business credit cards are another funding option. Some are linked to your personal and business credit scores. Like personal credit cards, business credit cards must be paid off in a timely fashion. Utilization must be below 30%. Okay? All right. Number three, business credit cards. You can get high limit credit cards in your business name, which are linked to your business EIN with no consumer credit inquiry, no cash flow or collateral requirements. You can get immediate vendor credit approvals. You can get high limit store credit within 30 to 90 days. Get high limit cash and fleet credit within 120 to 180 days, and auto funding as well. Okay. Number two, business credit lines. A business credit line differs from a business credit card because it is more like a debit card. Okay. You can take cash out. You can borrow up to a certain limit, and you only pay interest on the amount that you have borrowed. That's different than a business loan, because on a business loan, you got to pay the interest on the total amount the first month that you got it, right? But with credit lines, you only pay interest on what you have taken out. You can draw and repay funds so long you don't exceed your credit limit. Okay, if you got questions, ladies and gentlemen, put them in the comments. If you're looking on YouTube, make sure you like and put your comments in the comment section, right? And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, number two is business credit lines. A business line is for several purposes. Business loans are generally for a specific purpose. Okay, they look for good credit and financials that show a profit in some form or fashion. Okay, our new program that we have, the average credit score is 650 to 660, and a 10% escrow until deal funds, 50 days. They call that the 90-10 program. Okay, so we have different type of situations. So we have to figure out what's best for you. Okay. Here goes another one sheet from one of my loan partners, which is ROK Financial. So for the line of credit, the top industries that they service for this type of product is construction, manufacturing, wholesale distributors, e-commerce companies, and medical companies. Okay. Now, the unique benefits are they have different terms, like 6 months terms, 12 months terms, 18-month terms. You can pay weekly or monthly payments, some same-day funding up to $200,000. And this is a true revolving line of credit. The qualifications are 6 months in business. You need $120,000 in gross annual revenue and a FICO score of 600. The paperwork needed is an application, 6 months bank statements, and electronic bank verification. All right? Yeah. Just schedule a business credit consultation. Okay. Number one is commercial real estate financing. Okay. The smartest moves you can make when it comes to commercial real estate financing. Get up to $20 million in financing for your business. All right. Just go to my business loans page and find out more information about our commercial real estate financing options. Okay. Now we got some bonuses for you. So don't go nowhere, because we got some bonuses that you're gonna want to know. I got some grants coming up I'm gonna let you know about. Okay. Now, here's another bonus, is asset-based financing. And the assets we're talking about here is real estate. So if you have real estate property, whether that it's residential or commercial, we have different programs for you. Okay. This right here is a partner program. So if you're interested in being a partner and becoming a business capital agent, such as myself, then you would look on my website on the partner page. okay? Now, credit history and credit management. Now, this is stuff that I just need to tell you, right? With all the types of credit and financing, remember, don't borrow more than what you can pay back. Pay back as much as you can, as quickly as you can. Keep thinking of ways to improve and increase your available business credit. See, that's important. That business credit is important because the business credit shows lenders your ability, your business's ability to pay back money. Okay? Request increases on the accounts that you get. Ask if they pull credit. If so, don't do it. Use your inquiries wisely, okay? Remember I said this is a strategy game, so not all inquiries are good. Some you may need to incur, right? Depending on your need, right? So it's a strategy game, all right? Personal credit versus business credit and utilization. With business credit, you can max out a Lowe's card, max out a Home Depot card, and not affect your scores, right? So let's say you're rehabbing a property. You got a Home Depot card. Now we get all this wood. We can max out all the Home Depot card, get all this stuff, right? Then you flip the house and pay the bill off. Boom. You don't have to have that money up front using business credit, okay? And it doesn't affect your utilization in this manner, okay? Okay, here goes the bonus on the grants, okay? Did you know the government hands out government grants for real estate investors? A grant is like a scholarship. It's free money. You do not have to pay it back, okay? The government has a searchable database of available grants at grants.gov. Search under these keywords. This is key. This is the keyword that you search under: housing, homeless, infrastructure, okay? Housing rehabilitation structure, that brings up unrelated results. If you use house, rehabilitation, and structure in your search inquiries, then that's going to give you a whole bunch of non-related stuff, okay? So that's the grants. Go to grants.gov. Grants usually close quickly. Many are only available for a few months. You can apply for more than one grant at a time. Fill out applications completely and as accurately as you can. So with these grants, what happens is they'll open a grant for acceptance of applications, and they'll have a closing date for these grants, right? So they'll have an open and a closing date, but you have to apply for the grant that you want in those open and closing dates, right? And make sure you fill out all the information, okay? HUD grants. You can search the HUD grants here at www.portal.hud.gov, okay? NOFAs, which are notices of funding availability, include the contact where you send your application for these HUD grants. If you apply for more than one HUD grant, it must be on a separate NOFA, okay? So you search the database and you send a notice of funding availability. You apply for these notice of funding availability for each one that you want to apply for, okay? Now, state and local governments, state and local grants. Your state and local government might provide grants for housing. They might offer a partnership to your state, city, or town. Ask for local government support for your project. Most municipalities want neighborhoods to be rehabbed So property values will rise, okay? That means they're gonna get more tax money, right? So they want real estate investors to upgrade their properties, okay? Pro tips about grants. A grant requires a grant proposal. They are not like a business plan. A local address is usually a bonus when applying for a grant. Write a clear and concise cover letter. Check delivery requirements. How you're going to get your application to them, the mail or in person, and follow them to the letter. Okay? So you got to follow the instructions. Really good. Here's a summary before we get out of here. Credit line hybrid program. This stuff we went over already, right? That's for good personal credit. Revenue lending, cash flow funding, merchant cash advances, securities-based financing, 401k securities, accounts receivable financing, commercial real estate, asset-based financing, real estate financing, house flipper financing, vendor credit, store credit, fleet credit, cash credit, business credit cards, business credit lines. Don't forget about the partner program. And we also talked about grants for real estate investing. Okay? Now, you can get started today and you can learn about my program. We have a new fundability system. You can go to my website and you click the fundability tab and you can see a video on how we can help you, okay? You can see a video on what the process is that we help you build your business credit and access hundreds of legitimate lenders and find the program that's best for your company, okay? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Noel Booker, and you can schedule a free business credit consultation. Don't forget to get your free guide on how to build business credit and get approved for funding. Just go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding, okay? If you got any questions, just put them in the comments. You're looking at on YouTube, make sure you add comments to the section there. Subscribe, like, and all that stuff, okay? And you can find out more information on the website about our new fundability system, okay? Just go to businesscreditbuilder.us and click on the fundability tab and find out more about our new fundability system, which is powered by artificial intelligence. Coming up next, we got a webinar about the new corporate the corporate, what do they call it? The corporate I forgot the name of it. The Corporate Transparency Act. Okay? The Corporate Transparency Act, which every business needs to know about. The penalties are huge if you do not know about this. If you have a company already, a reporting company, then you need to know about the Corporate Transparency Act. And the penalties for not filling out this quick form is $591 per day. And you need to get this done by the end of 2024. Okay? So look out for my webinar on the Corporate Transparency Act. And we're going to end this webinar and get ready for the next one. Coming up soon, everybody. And thank you. Make sure you check out the website, businesscreditbuilder.us. Get your free guide on how to build business credit by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. Everybody have a good day. Talk to y'all later. Yeah.